People probably have problem discovering, how do I overcome my fear, how do I overcome my limitations. And just to kind of tell you, as a student, I was terrible. Like, if you look at my academics, I used to barely manage to get a passing grade. And I kid you not, I will tell you, a lot of people, in fact everyone around me, including my own father, believed that I was an utter failure. And I love my father
Wow.
very dearly. He's my hero. And growing up, my dad kind of was had written off that this kid is not going to do great in his life. And I'll tell you, when my 10th grade results came out, I kind of barely managed to pass my 10th grade. And my dad wanted to enroll me in an industrial training course. It's called ITI in India. It's called Industrial Training Institute. It's a 3-year program, and he wanted me to send to learn welding, so that I could probably, become a welder, open a, metal shop.
It's not
where
the
I-
first time I hear this, actually. He should be a welder.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah,
To
so
have a trade.
yeah, exactly. So he was thinking of my good. He said, this kid is not doing well academically, so he can probably not do well. And fast forward few years, I ended up, excelling very well in my engineering. Did my engineering in computer science. Went to some of the finest schools. Did my MBA and did my PhD. And this was only because I think there was a point in my life, tipping point, where I got to overcome that fear. I kind of got an opportunity to come out of that limiting belief. And my point of realization was that there is a place that it's a sacred place called Mantralayam, where I go to, and that's where my spiritual guru comes from. I used to, my mom told me, why don't you visit there every time you're done with your exams? And when I went there and I finished my prayers, I thought, this is the worst that could happen to me in my life. Like, I cannot go beyond this. This is the least I can score, and I cannot fall less than this. So, God, I can only go up from here, and it only has to be upside from here. And then when I was there, the priest in the temple kind of blessed me, and he said, here, all the great things will happen to you, my child, and great things will happen in your life. And I don't know, I overcame that fear, and I think I was not able to score because I had this huge phobia that I'm a failure. I had labeled myself, with all the people around me, that I'm a failure, I can never do anything good in my life. And with that blessing, with that grace, and with that thing in that temple, it transformed. So from passing grades, I went to a GPA of 3, 4, 5, and then eventually I became the topper of the university. I kind of scored well, and then there was no stopping. I think the only thing that differentiates people who are successful versus the not so successful in the world is the belief. Are you an abundant mindset person, or are you a limiting mindset person?
Mm-hmm.
And the moment you shift from being a limited mindset to abundant mindset, you will conquer the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it works well. It works for any human being. It is just that you need to believe that you have what it takes to make it big in life.